Well, you know what I find a little bit strange about the new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020? It's the physics, and especially the performance of several aircraft, like this A320, which we're gonna definitely now stop on this 400 to 500 meter long runway of Courchevel. Let me just prove it to you that this actually works in the flight simulator for some reason. Alright, everything is looking good. This will totally work out, actually. I can almost promise you this, okay? Alright, that's been a bit of a hard oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Okay, but this will not be any issue at all, especially with the slope on this 400 meter long runway. This has, we've stopped very early indeed. I'm sorry about the landing gear, although. I mean, you know that we have noticed this before here in the flight simulator with pretty much any plane, even the 787-2, the 747-8 as well, maybe. I've made dedicated videos about those planes being able to stop quickly. And I was thinking about this recently. Well, maybe this is actually not how it is in real life. I'm pretty sure A320 takes a bit of more runway to stop than what it just took. Can you see that here? Holy moly. I mean, here downloading the actual Airbus A320 you know, performance chart. Should be, where should it be? Here, we can see this right here. Now, at a weight of 30 tons, which is probably like the minimum weight that we can load up here. I mean, we can see it here in the Flight Simulator 2. There we go, with the lowest weight. By the way, we just did that Courchevel landing with 50% of weight. I'm talking, of course, 50% of the maximum weight here. Okay, so the pretty much lowest possible weight that we can enter in the Flight Simulator, at least, is 90,000 pounds, which, oh my god, the translation, which should be around here. And so our minimum runway requirement then is how do you read this damn chart? I'm guessing just below a kilometer, actually 800 meters, if you can actually draw that line here. 800 meters of minimum runway, which actually is crazy. I'm not quite sure. I think I'm reading this very wrong. But that's another story. Actually, practically, though, this airport does need at least 4,500 feet of runway, which is, how much? Exactly, 1,300 meters. So theoretically, we shouldn't be able to land on this runway, for example, down here, La Mole Airport. We all know it, we all love it. But it's got a 1,200 meter long runway, which is 100 meters short of what the A320 can officially do. But, I mean, we just landed on the 500 meter long runways. This is no problem, right? I mean, I do not sadly have a real A320 in my hangar, whatever, to test out the actual runway performance of the plane, you know, the practical one. But I'm pretty sure maybe that the flight simulator may have something wrong with their numbers, okay? Now, let's try to come in here for landing at Courchevel, indeed. Theoretically, this shouldn't work, and this should be a major problem. And we have run out of fuel, actually. We have genuinely run out of fuel. We have lost our engine. That's a little dumb now. See, as you might remember before, I did load the plane with the absolute minimum of literally everything, even fuel, so that wasn't a good idea. But we're coming in for another good landing anyway. Now we, though, need officially quite a bit of a longer stopping distance because we don't have that reverse thrust here. Let's try to come in for a landing anyway. Oh, damn. I'm sorry. That hasn't worked out at all. Okay, let's just ignore all of this and stop. This should, I mean, this is not a problem. Just with the wheel brakes and the speed brakes. This is, just sit back, relax. Just watch as this plane now quietly stops. And why is there a cross on the runway here? And we're having some problems here. We have not stopped, have we? Because probably with the hydraulics are probably broken too. We'll come back to Swiss 01. I mean, okay, yeah, 4,500 feet are the official numbers. I'm pretty sure you can take away like 500 feet, you know, if you really want to try hard. But taking away over half than that with the 600 meter long runway at St. Barthélemy, I'm not quite sure. But I mean, I've landed this plane before here at the airport. This is no problem at all. Maybe all those numbers here on the charts are just lies to us, and you know, an A320 can easily stop at this kind of airport. Apparently it can. Let's check it out, actually. Or can, I'm not quite sure. All right, a nice landing coming up. No problem at all. Alright, that's been actually a bit of a late landing. Let's see if we're still gonna make this, actually. Yeah, late landing indeed. Go around. Alright, now landing, coming up. Here we go, pretty much on point, on spot. Let's go ahead and stop this really quickly now. Shouldn't be that much of an issue, I think. Okay, come on, please just stop. Don't disappoint me now, A320. You have disappointed me, God damn it. Yeah, I've just noticed here that the plane was actually, again, at maximum weight again. We'll come back to Swiss 01. I'm sorry. Alright, now. Try this again. Alright, now with empty weight, weight really does matter here when you go for stopping performance. It does. Let's maybe see if we can do this now. Let's just ignore all the tries that we have taken to do this. Alright, let's do this. Good, now a proper landing. Here we go. Very easily touch down the plane. Let's go ahead and now stop fully into the brakes. And this is actually... Oh yeah, weight does definitely make a difference. Welcome back to Swiss as they want. Actually, this worked quite well. How much runway did we use now? Practically like 400 meters, I think. This is just great. I mean, I do remember the time where I stopped on A318 on a 300 meter long runway at Saba. We shall try that one too. Here I found some more interesting numbers, I think. Landing distance without auto brake. Actually, you know, when you step into the wheel brakes, which is what I've been doing all the time now. The actual landing distance at gross weight 130,000 pounds, which is quite a bit. On a dry runway here is 3,000, barely 3,000 feet, which sounds more like it. That's around 1,000 meters, which you can, again, subtract like 200 meters from at least. So maybe this is not that dumb after all. Alright, let's come in for this very short runway now, again. So let's make sure that we are very low on weight again, and that'll help us a lot stopping the plane. Let's come in for our landing here again at Saba Airport. Pretty much the shortest commercial runway on this planet, but it looks very beautiful in the flight simulator. I mean, everything looks beautiful in the flight simulator pretty much. So let's do this now. But yeah, I mean, this is 300 meters compared to 1,000 meters. According to the papers. Maybe this is not particularly realistic after. Maybe, okay, let's maybe give it a try here. Oh no, the auto throttle's turned on again. Why is that here, Airbus? Okay, let's try to come in for a landing again now. There we go. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh no. See, with these kind of runways, they are a bit picky. We made it a go around. That was a bit of a bad landing. Alright, I have a good feeling about this now. See, you do learn to fly the A320 quite quickly. Alright, come on. Oh my god, no. Maybe that's the reason why these runway requirements exist. It's not really about the stopping distance itself, but about, you know, not touching down on the first meter of the runway. Holy moly. Okay, let's try this again now. I mean, of course, again, yeah, these official numbers do have to account for errors and not perfect landings, and, you know, you just cannot go around 50,000 times before you actually do a proper landing, right? It just doesn't properly work. Oh, wait. See, I guess we can just take this landing for a proper example of why the flight simulator might... I mean, this is also not particularly realistic. Yeah, this is a stopping performance, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, maybe it's a little bit very forgiving than the actual airplane, right? You know what I mean? So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, as always. Good night.
Now thank you to my members here on YouTube like Block, Emite, Mubarak, Mike, Ethan, Darren, Stefan, Ian, Oman the Human, Rafael Burkowski, Junk in the Trunk, Moritz, Toby, Great Grandpa John, Government Pasta, Calamity Airlines, Kelly Chaos, New York, Tyler Park, Cheese Doritos, Shadow, Anime Planes 001, Exponential Deslama, Featuring Kellen, Me By You, Captain Cameron, Spiro, Gary, Norwegian, Bajel, and Parology.